What's up, everyone? What I want to do today on this video, I want to just go right back to the basics. Maybe you guys do know this, maybe you don't. Maybe you guys learn one thing out of this. If that is so, then this video is a success. I want our league to get better, and that's the whole goal for these videos. Basically, you want to start out with coaches. And when you're not playing offense, make sure that you have your defensive coaches in there. As soon as you're done playing, just switch right back to your defensive coaches, regardless who you have. Right now I have Tomlin. He's by far the best coach because all his stats work for the whole defense on all plays. Forget what it says about zone defense. The Pro Bowl Tomlin card works on all plays. And most of you guys, everybody knows that. I just want to say that in case somebody doesn't know that. So that's definitely the best coach to have in there. If you don't have them maxed out, there's other good options like I have another one, which is Pete Carroll. He does all short passes, so that's definitely a good coach to have in there. If you can have Jim Harbaugh, he does against the run. He's a good coach if you don't have either one of those maxed out. And then also another option is you can have this Tomlin, which covers just on zone plays. But you know he does help out, and also he does cover on like defensive ends or something like that. A few players, it works on most plays. They get a boost, but just it's only like 2 players or something like that. You got to look on route XYZ, and it'll explain the coaching on there. But the main thing, like I said, I wanted to show you that, and now I'm going to go on offense, so I'm going to put my offensive coaches in. Pagano is great for short passes, and I'm going to put in Madden for run plays. Also, some people, if you don't have maxed out Pagano, you can also put in McCarthy to go with Pagano. But I find when they're both like maxed out, it really doesn't change anything, so that's why I switched it up. You can also put in Andy Reid as another great option if you use a lot of long passes. I run with Andy Reid sometimes too. But for this video, I'm going to do just these 2 coaches. And you want to make sure that you have game plans all set up too. You don't have any empty spots or anything like that. I'll go over like what game plans to use and stuff like that in another video. So we'll get some all Madden matches started here. I'll do like 5 matches.
Well, Tim took a look at third, realized that there was no angle for the throw, and not wanting to open it up for the potential big inning, he went to first base.
So some of the things I could talk about while I'm waiting for a match is that a few things that you definitely want to always go by. And one thing is if you find a play that's not countered, you can use that play another 4 plays from then. And it's highly recommended that you use that play because the trick to winning matches is to not get countered. 100% countered, because if you get 100% countered, that's going to screw up your drive. So the best way to do that is to play plays that you already know that's not countered. So why put yourself in situations that you don't have to? So that's the best way to do it, is to recycle your plays, is what people call it. Alright, we finally got somebody. He's a lower guy, so we'll search while we're playing him. Also, another very common rule that you always go by is don't use play action on 3rd and 4th downs. They're most likely going to be blitzed plays, and you're going to get sacked. Sometimes you might get lucky and you don't get blitzed and you get it off, but that's sometimes. The majority of the time is you're going to take a blitz. So unless you want to go backwards. So I'm going to start off with PA pin deep. I'm going to show you how. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Ingram. Or also you can go to Jerry Rice. It's all dependent on what this cornerback does up here. If he stays right, like in the area where he is, that means he's going to cover the tight end, and Jerry Rice will be open deep. So as soon as you snap the ball, you'll see what he does, and then that's when you make the decision. Now I also scramble on this play too. Depends on what there is. I wait to see what is where. I could have hit Rice. I should have hit Rice, but I took the scramble instead. Alright, so on first down is a good run play and play action play. Now on second down, good plays are run plays. Trips tight end halfback counter. I like to flip it. This is a good second down play because you're going to get a nickel or a dime defense most of the time on second down. So you're going to have your run guys in and they're going to have their pass guys in. So you're going to have a mismatch. So you usually get big plays. So that worked out. Also on first down, like I said, you could use play action. And now in this play, PA post, there's a lot of pass plays, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the free scramble to the left. If I hold to a 45-degree angle, I don't have to hit the scramble button because I already scrambled, and I get all those free extra yards. So why not? There's a ton of free scramble plays. Here, I'll show you another one. This is only if it's man coverage on this play, you could get a free scramble. And I'll show you what I mean by man coverage. As soon as I hit this button, you look at the cornerback. If the cornerback does like a little stutter step, that's man coverage. If he stays exactly where he's at, that's zone coverage. So you stayed exactly where he's at, so it's zone coverage. So basically what I'm going to be looking for is Tomlinson. I don't know why it floated like that, but if it was man coverage, I could have took a free scramble. And a lot of short pass plays, you could do that on. I have a left-handed quarterback, so I like to go to the left. This is zone again, so I'm going to look for Moss. It says win, but it wasn't a win. So on second down, now I check. I already know, but just to show you, I'll go to check to see what I have available. Now, I wanted to use a run play. I can't use trips halfback counter, because it's within 4 plays. So if I use that, I'm going to get a frequency counter. So basically the only thing that I have that's on here that I can recycle is pin deep. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another run play. If that counter was open, this counter might be open. So now we got first and goal. The best options on first and goal are when you're within the 5-yard line. It's actually the 6. You're going to get a goal line defense. So if you run fullback flare, most of you guys know, you're going to have a mismatch because the linebackers, for some reason, they just stay up there and don't do anything. So as long as your guy catches it and something fluky doesn't happen, it's usually an easy touchdown. Some of these really high maxed out teams are really fast, so sometimes it gets a little tough. I'll show you some more goal line plays.
This year, he has tormented Sox pitching.
The numbers probably say pitch to him, but there is an argument to be made.
Well, they're giving Grossman second base, and then they'll walk.
And now I know from my first drive what plays are available as long as they're not live countering. Not a lot of times in head-to-head you're going to get live countering. We will get it when we play the tough matches in LVL.
A good thing to do.
But so like if you don't know, if you don't remember what you played or what plays you can use, you go right back to it. There's nothing wrong with going to look and make sure that you're not going to get countered. So everything I played is open, so that's a good sign. And go right back to it.
With the bases loaded.
I want to just get this into you guys to just keep going with the same plays if they work.
Bases loaded, 2 out.
So I'm going to go back to PA post. I run this to the left because I have Vic. You can run it to the right and basically look for the free scramble. If the defensive end gets on you kind of fast, use your scramble.
He's done here today with that batting average in the 2 teens, and you can't let Escobar beat you.
Especially against a right-handed.
I got a little nervous what that cornerback was doing, so I hit the scramble. I didn't have to.
0-1, Soria to Dozier. 0-2.
So we could go back to look. We have everything available, so we'll go back to empty trip stick and see if we can't get that. I run it to the left, see if we can't get that free scramble.
0-2.
And because it was a zone, again, I couldn't do it. If it's a zone, you pass right to the running back. Again, if you got a right-handed quarterback, you want to do it on the other side, because if it's man coverage, that whole side is going to be open, and you can literally just get a free scramble for like 30 yards. Just about on every time it's man coverage, you get it. So we want to check to see where we're at. We're within the 10. We got to see what plays we have available.
Down Dozier. Avi, Jose, and Matt after this.
So we got down there pretty quick. We will go with a run play. Yeah, if this don't work, then I got another play I'll show you. So we got in. Alright, whenever you see on 2-point conversions, if it's goal line defense, it's not countered. Still don't get it.
The match will be defined on the set play.
Xfinity Internet gives you the most Wi-Fi coverage, so every fan becomes an expert. And now Xfinity Mobile can be included.
If you keep good plays, know what you're looking for, and don't get crazy, you can score it on almost every drive. Forget about bombs unless you really know what you're doing. And even then, that's not even a guarantee. I know I throw them all the time, but I don't know. I played like 5,000 head-to-head matches. I don't know. Doesn't mean I should do it all the time, but I do. All right, so we're gonna go right back to what we know works. Pin deep was open. We know that, so we're gonna run it. We're gonna just pretend like this is an LVL match, and that we really need to score. So we're gonna go with the same stuff, the same script.
2 out, 2 strikes. Dozier hit the bricks.
High fastball through it right.
So we know PA post, trip stick, all that stuff is available.
Russell will come on in.
So we'll go with PA post and look for the free scramble again.
Russell's not coming in. But Addison Reed is.
The defensive end's scattered again, so I used the scramble.
Time his ERA a little below 3.5.
I'd rather use the scramble, get some yards. Then when I don't, I try and really get greedy and keep the scramble, and then I end up getting sacked. So we want to go back to see what's available. And we already know that trip stick, but I just want to show you guys that just you keep looking at, just keep looking. Even if you think you know, take a look just to make sure. Maybe you forgot. So we're going to go right back with, we're going to see if we get some man coverage here on empty trip stick. And we just can't get it. So we will try motion Y sticks, see if we get man coverage there. We don't. I didn't like the way that linebacker was standing there because it was countered. That's why the last two plays were countered. So on 3rd and 7, I also like to run on 3rd down because you're also going to get that nickel or dime. So this is a dime, but this isn't the best setup for this run play. Usually I like to run it to the outside, past the tackle, but sometimes this cornerback shoots the outside, so then you got to make a quick decision to go inside. Now I could get it. The block worked. Ooh, nice little spin move. Let's see if we can get a 2. And this is countered. See, they're not all stacked on the line, so I know this is countered. So, we scored 3, but only got 18. That's a lot of 15 and 18% plays. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have my oh, somebody quit. So yeah, another thing that I forgot about that I want to show you guys is that I have players that I put on offense and defense. So when I'm not playing, I'll have certain players in, and then when I play, I'll switch them around. Like I'll take him out, and I want that neutralizer, so I'm going to put him in. I'm going to go to my kicker. Oh, I have him in. I should have took him out. But I want that neutralizer for him, and I change also. I don't need man coverage when I'm on offense, so I'll put in my speed. When I'm on offense, I'll put in this guy, because he pass blocking doesn't do me nothing on offense, and the Easter guy boosts all my Easter players on defense. I take out Lynch, and because I want that neutralizer, and that is basically all I change. But you can do this in your lineup if you have guys just sitting there, like speed. If you got a guy on your bench that has speed, put him in when you're playing offense. Just make sure you change him back, because you don't want your defense to be weak. So let's see if the counters change a little bit. Another quitter. Jeez. The number 1 guy is probably going to think I'm pushing. I just don't have the time for it. And, man, my hands are on fire and I'm burnt out. Way too many matches. Sometimes if you're trying to spin for head-to-head, if you click on stuff, it'll make it find them faster. So I'll let that search while we play. Oh, wait, we got 2 right away. Cool, we got another one searched, so I don't have a drag here, delay. So the main thing is, like I said, is just to get back to the basics and have like smart, simple play calling that everybody can do and be successful at. You know, I'm not no genius at this. I didn't write the script. You know, I didn't create the stuff, so I'm just following with what works. And this works. You know, anybody that's good does all the same stuff, you know. So like my favorite go-to on first downs is play action, or you can run it. If you run it, I like to run it on first downs with like up the gut plays, like dive weak. Even though I run to the outside, but those are nice plays to get on first down. I don't like to run the spread run plays on first down, like toss. Well, not really toss. I don't run that a whole lot, but like a halfback counter or stretch or double counter, just because they're lined up in the 4-3 or 3-4, depending on whatever you're playing. And it's a little bit easier to run on second and third for those plays. So on first down, I'll go with, to show you the free scramble again, we'll go weak PI post, and basically just looking for that 45-degree angle. Just got country miles. I didn't even have to use a spin or nothing. Make sure if you do this, avoid contact, because no matter how good these quarterbacks are, what their rankings are, EA just loves to have you fumble. So on first down, I'm going to go with another play action play. This is PA slide. I'm going to look for Ingram or Tomlinson. If Ingram gets jammed up, which it does happen probably half the time in this area, I'm going to go to Gurley. Yeah. So you're going to see, and you'll see it soon as the read happens. By the time Vic does the play action and does a little run, you're going to see who's open, and just that's who you hit. So you got to make the read as soon as it snaps. See, the fullback's open, so I'm going to hit him. And on that play, you want to throw a bullet, which means you want to hit it hard. Hit the screen a little bit harder in a more of like a faster way, like a bullet way, like harder way. If you hit it soft, he's going to go like another 4 yards and like turn around and jump, and the defender always hits him, and it's usually dropped. So I learned that throwing bullets on that play is great. Let's go with show you another, try and get this free scramble on empty chip stick. I've been trying to get it the whole time. See, now he moved, so now we got man coverage. So what I'm going to be looking for is the left side of the field should be open, as long as this guy doesn't ruin my day. I had to burn the scramble, but you could see, I mean, it usually works out pretty well. It's goal line defense, so we know it's not countered. All right, we got an 8. Jeez, my lucky day. I'm gonna make another video at some point too on how to tell what's countered and what's not countered. I don't want to try and fill you with too much knowledge at one time. And if any of you guys that see something that I'm doing, I'll be more than glad to take any kind of criticism. On first down, again, I would like to go on play actions. You check to see what you got available. Everything, again, that we picked wasn't countered. That's him. That's what he picked. So he's going for the bombs. I got my LVL game plan in, so there's not really a whole lot of bombs covered, because in LVL, they frown upon it if you throw bombs, which I understand, but if you know how to do it, they work. But this system works a lot better. It's a lot safer and more efficient. Not more efficient, but it's a lot more predictable, I should say. Alright, so we didn't see if pin deep was open. It's first down, so I could take a little bit of a gamble to try a new play. Nothing's there, so I'm going to use this scramble. Vic is just a beast when he gets out there in the open field. Same thing at Mayfield, too. He's got a lot of speed, so if you guys got Mayfield, these scramble plays are great for you. We're going to go with PA slide. We know that's open because we used it on the last drive. Again, we're just going to look for Ingram if he gets jammed up by Harrison or the other linebacker. I'm going to go to Gurley. He got free, so I hit him at the top. We're getting down here close to the goal line. This is a nice play. I like to run over here, make sure that it's available. That's the other thing you want to make sure too, that you didn't run that play within 4 plays, because you're going to get a frequency counter. So I like to run weak IPA post within, usually a little bit closer to about the 20, but this usually gets me a touchdown. I didn't have a scramble available in that defensive end. It was that Bruce Smith. He got over there fast. Alright, so now we'll try and run the ball on second down, see if Tripp's tight end halfback counter's open, and it is. And this should be, he didn't cover that block. Thought it was going to be a touchdown. So we'll go back to the plays, see what we have available. Okay, we can't use pin deep, PA slide, we can't use none of these plays. So then we go back to the first drive and see what was there. So empty trip stick was open, PA slide, halfback dive weak. And that sounds like the money play. Usually I like to go to the outside, but for some reason nobody blocked that linebacker up there. So now we're within the goal line, within the 6 yards. So fullback flare is going to be open. When you see this goal line defense, this fullback is going to be open every time. Just a matter if he catches it or not. But it's definitely a play worth running.
Sox in the 11th will have Sanchez, Anderson, and Tilson.
Jeff Smith, first base coach, had a brief chat with Adrianza.
Wasn't countered, but they sure did crash in there pretty well. So this guy scored a touchdown on me on that PA clear out. I don't think that worked out too well for him the second time, though. So again, there's plays that you run on first down that are more successful than others. There's plays that you run on second and third that are more successful than others, and same thing with fourth. Third and fourth down, never use play action, ever. First down, for sure, it's a good play. Second down, if you know it's there, go ahead. But like I said, on first down, so you run play action is a great play, because usually on play action passes, they're usually for nice gains too. Because the defense gets fooled, somebody's open with a lot of speed that everybody has, that we all have on our teams. You're going to have nice plays. Now, we know a lot of plays are open, but just double check just to make sure. This isn't a speed contest. Fast, it doesn't matter. Slow it down. The more you slow it down and you think about it and make educated strategies when you're picking plays, this game can really work out for you. So yeah, we just check everything what we can use. We know that pin deep was open, so we're going to try that. Pin deep. What I do is on this play, a lot of people, again, they look for Rice if this cornerback stays. But pretty much my go-to is either the linebacker. If the cornerback stays, I'm going to scramble. See, he stayed, so I'm going to scramble. Usually, if they go all the way up like that, I get, 15, 20 yards. I had to burn a scramble, but now I'm on the 25. I mean, I'll take that exchange all day. Go with exactly, again, with what works. There's nothing wrong with keep running the same plays if you know they work. Try and run around the guy a little bit.
This is my Toyota RAV4. It's up for almost.
So this is right on the edge of this. So it's the 7-yard line. So if we run a play, it's not going to be a goal line defense. So you don't want to run like a fullback flare or anything like that. But we do know that halfback dive weak was open because we ran that earlier, and it's open. And what I do mean, just in case somebody doesn't know, what I mean by open is that I didn't get countered on it before. There's no 100% counter. Ooh. Got that little spin move going. Spin move's on point today.
But you can make a difference by simply paying attention.
Oh yeah, hit it again.
A matter of life or death.
So alright, well I'll do I'll play these other, what are these?